better to settle these matters in the courts than on the streets. The heart of the question is whether all Americans are to be afforded equal rights and equal opportunities. Because his skin is dark, he cannot eat lunch in a restaurant open to the public. If he cannot send his children to the best public school available, if, in short, he cannot enjoy the full and free life which all of us want.
아직 흑인에 대한 차별과 증오가 만연했던 60년대, 평등을 위해 싸우던 흑인 민권운동가 매드가 에버스의 집 근처에 백인 우월주의자인 바이런 데라 백위드가 나타납니다. 그는 차에서 라이플을 꺼낸 뒤 에버스가 나타나길 기다리고 곧이어 퇴근하던 에버스가 그의 시야에 들어오죠.
Those who do nothing are inviting shame as well as violence. Those who act boldly are recognizing right as well as reality.
Mango! Get the baby! Get the baby! Mango!
결국 부인과 아이들이 보는 앞에서 살해당하고 말았고 이 사건은 흑인 사회에 큰 상처로 남게 됩니다.
Medgar Evers believed in his country. It now remains to be seen whether his country believed in him.
얼마 뒤 살해범 백위드가 체포되고 곧바로 재판이 열리는데
The Citizens Council's already raised thousands for your defense. Money's pouring in from all over the South.
Ooh, nice. Like this. What do you think, boys?
Hello, Mr. Beckwith.
그는 백인 우월주의자들 사이에서 영웅으로 대접받고 피해자의 아내인 멀리 에버스는 끝없는 모욕과 불공정을 감내해야 했죠.
Your eldest boy, his name is Kenyatta, isn't it?
Darrell Kenyatta Evers.
Kenyatta's a Mau name, isn't it?
Objection.
Sustained.
That your husband organized a boycott department store downtown Jackson.
Former governor shaking hands with an accused assassin right in front of the jury?
There's not a court in America that would stand for that.
Byron de la Beckwith. Mr. Beckwith, you shoot Maggie Evers?
No, sir.
Mr. Beckwith, is this your rifle?
Well, let's see. I couldn't say for certain. See, I don't record the serial numbers of my weapons, and my gun was stolen from my home several days before this whole business.
두 번의 재판은 배신불일치로 무효로 끝나게 되고 백위드는 처벌을 피한 채 당당하게 귀향합니다.
Mr. Beckwith, how do you feel, D-Lane?
I got tears in my eyes. For Dixie, huh?
But 4 independent eyewitnesses observed the defendant removing his mask upon exiting the convenience store. Now, short of you ladies and gentlemen of the jury attending the actual event, we don't feel the state could have a stronger case.
Hey, Bobby, how'd it go?
에버스의 죽음 이후 26년이 흐른 뒤
Bobby.
묻혀있던 사건이 다시 수면 위로 올라옵니다.
Evers' widow Merle's calling for the reprosecution of Byron de la Beckwith.
Ed, this guy was killed over 25 years ago.
Just dig up whatever you can on Medgar Evers and be in my office at 3 o'clock.
Well, Ed, this is ridiculous.
But if we try to bury this, Merle Evers is going to have every black politician in Jackson climbing all over me.
검사 바비 딜라터는 어쩔 수 없이 사건을 찾아보게 되는데 그는 남부 주류 사회에 속한 인물로 이 사건은 상당히 부담스러울 수밖에 없었죠.
You make Hines County any safer today, son?
Well, Daddy, you know how it is with criminals. It's like finding a gray hair. You pull one out and 2 more pop up and take its place.
Why'd they have to go digging up things that happened 25 years ago anyway?
Well, Medgar Evers' widow wants to reopen the case.
You can't be serious.
Ed asked me to look into it.
When are these people going to get it through their heads that the 60s are over, the 1860s and the 1960s?
I thought they found that Beckwith fella not guilty.
Well, actually, there were 2 hung juries. Well, the reason that I know is because my late husband, Judge Moore, well, he was a spectator at both those trials. He'd never miss a day, and he told me, he said, that they would never convict that Beckwith fellow, no matter how many trials they had.
Well, truth is, it's just a political thing. I don't think anything's going to come of it.
Well, son, for your sake, it had better not. You want to be a judge someday. You persecute a 70-year-old man, guilty or not, over... Have everybody in the state of Mississippi lined up against you.
Mrs. Evers, Mr. Dees, I'm Jerry Mitchell from the Clarion Ledger. I broke the story on the jury tampering in your husband's case.
Oh, yeah, I talked to you on the phone, didn't I?
That's right.
Yes. Thank you for all your good hard work. I can't tell you how much it's appreciated.
Well, I'm just doing my job, ma'am. Well, what do you think your chances are of getting the DA to reopen the case?
Let's just say I've adopted an attitude of tempered optimism.
멀리는 아주 오랜 시간 동안 싸워오고 있었습니다.
The Sovereignty Commission, a state agency, actively worked against the DA's office to ensure that that jury had enough Beckwith sympathizers on it to keep him out of jail. If that's not ground for a new trial, I don't know what is.
We can't prove jury tampering. Miss Evers, I'd like you to meet Bobby Lauder.
How do you do?
Pleasure.
This is Mr. Morris Dees, the Southern Poverty Law Center.
How you doing?
사건을 재심하려면 새로운 증거가 필요했지만
Just a few pages of the old police report.
Well, where's the gun?
이미 증거와 재판 기록은 남아있지도 않은 상황이었죠.
Are you telling us it is lost?
No, I'm telling you, we don't have it.
Well, that's outrageous.
May I see that?
Ms. Evers, this is pretty strong stuff.
To the Jackson Police Department. When you catch whoever, you be sure to pin a medal on him, because he just did the state of Mississippi one hell of a favor.
Mr. Peters, is that the murder of Medgar Evers was a race crime, a political crime, an assassination. And Byron D. Beckwith is free today thanks to a racist jury, a racist police department, and a racist DA's office.
25 years ago, Bill Waller and this office went after Beckwith. Not once, but twice. Now, I don't need to sit here and
Mr.
listen
Peters,
to your...
25 years ago, I sat on the witness stand, and I watched as the former governor of this state shook hands with the man who murdered my husband while I was on the stand. You've given me all the reasons why you can't pursue this. Perhaps you can find one reason why you can. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Ed Peters is a good man, but as you can see, we simply don't have a case. Now, I know you've been living with this thing for a long while, but...
For years, I said the same thing to Medgar. Let it go. Let's get out of Mississippi. Do you know what he said to me? I don't know whether I'm going to heaven or to hell, but I'm going from Jackson. Good afternoon, Mr. DeLauder.
부인의 흔들림 없는 태도와
Hey, everybody, I'm home.
천사 같은 아이들의 미소를 보며 바비는 안타까운 이 사건을 외면할 수만은 없게 됩니다.
Ghost is back.
I'll go. Well, look, you were right. He's sitting right there on the bed.
No, Daddy. That was over by the window.
Thought your bottle tree was supposed to keep him away.
유령을 막아준다는 벽나무. 하지만 이곳의 진짜 악령은 뿌리 깊은 인종차별과 낡아버린 가치관일지도 모릅니다.
How'd you make him go away?
Well, your granny would come in and she'd sing a special song, and before you know it, he was gone.
What'd you sing?
She sang the song that every ghost from Mississippi loves.
Sing it, Daddy.
All right. I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. In Dixie. Hey, Jerry, I'd ask you what's new, but I'm afraid you'd tell me.
Well, you're what's new. My readers are on the edge of their collective seat. Will Mr. DeLauder or will he not go after Byron D. Beckwith?
The district attorney's office has every intention of thoroughly investigating the possibility of reopening the case.
Well, I didn't go to law school, sir, but that sounds an awful lot like bullshit to me.
Nice talking to you, Jerry.
Have a nice day.
이날 바비는 당시 사건을 맡았던 형사를 만나 사건 현장을 찾아가 보기로 하죠.
I got out here 8 minutes after the call came in. This is where they found the gun hidden in some honeysuckle vines.
Got any idea where that gun might be today?
Back in those days, evidence had a habit of disappearing after the trials. There was blood everywhere. After that bullet tore through Evers' back, it slammed through that window, crashed through a wall, ricocheted off a refrigerator and busted a coffee pot. We found it laying on the kitchen counter next to a watermelon.
What kind of man shoots another man in the back in front of his family? I love the land of my birth. So the deplorable things I speak of here today, and for
Who's that?
and justice is a
Edgar Evers.
factor.
Why are you looking at it?
Oh, I just wanted to get an idea of who he was.
Well, I'd like to get an idea of who you are. Bobby, I was more than willing to go down that road with you when you first got out of law school and did all that pro bono work. Now, maybe I minded just a little when you turned down that wonderful offer from Morrison Bragg so you could be assistant DA at 1/4 the salary. But I'll be damned if I spent the last 10 years supporting your every career decision just so you could humiliate me.
Dixie, I'm just looking at a couple of tapes.
Fine. That's all you'd better do.
Why not?
Because you can't win. You want to retry Beckwith? Fine. And then you're not only going to have to identify, but you're going to have to locate the key witnesses who, even if you do find them, are probably dead or senile. If we could find a certified transcript. We haven't seen one of those in over 25 years. 25 years going to be looking at the worst damn public relations disaster since that little black kid, Emmett Till, bobbed up out of Tallahatchie.
Are you telling me I can't go after this?
No, I'm telling you, you're dealing with the past. State of Mississippi, that's not a place you want to be.
It's long distance from Jackson. A man by the name of DeLauder.
I know you probably left here feeling pretty discouraged the other day, but I hope you understand that Mr. Peters was just being realistic.
Oh, I understand perfectly.
But I also wanted you to know, ma'am, that we are going to be keeping this case open.
Mr. DeLauder, Judge Russell Moore was perhaps the most racist judge in the history of the state of Mississippi. Why would his son-in-law be interested in this case?
Well, Miss Evers, I'm 37 years old, just like Medgar was, and I've got 3 kids like he did. I went by your house the other day, and I could see him there, playing with his children. No man has the right to take another man away from his children.
I appreciate the call, Mr. DeLauder.
I'll keep in touch, Miss Evers.
Did you plan on telling me? Or was I just going to read about it in the papers? I'm supposed to be at dinner at the Walker's house in 15 minutes.
Well, I've got a lot of work to do here.
Nobody gives a good goddamn what Byron D. LeBeckwith did to some Medgar Evers 26 years ago. Larry Smith got shot down in his own damn driveway just last week.
바비는 조사관과 함께 재심을 위한 증거를 찾아 나섭니다.
You could buy a whole damn General Electric refrigerator for $185. Talk about your good old days. John Goza is dead. Herbert Spate is dead. But B.L. Pittman is dead.
I came by to see if you could use some help on this case.
How are you bringing people back from the dead?
But that's exactly what we have to do. We have to make the past start living again. This whole case is one big resurrection. Now, I want you guys to go through every piece of literature from every organization Beckwith was a part of. White Citizens Council, Sons of the American Revolution, KKK, all of them.
Good. I always loved homework.
바비는 백위드의 고향으로 그의 알리바이를 증언해줬던 2명의 경찰관을 찾아갑니다.
Yeah, I asked you boys to meet me out here so as to avoid running into any of my constituents. Word got out that I testified on behalf of Byron D. Beckwith. I suppose in a way, your boss and me got the same problem.
Mr. Hawley, Medgar Evers was killed shortly after midnight, 90 miles away in Jackson. There's no way the killer could have been up here in Greenwood at 1 a.m. pumping gas.
Oh, sir, that'd be impossible.
Are you still sure about the time you say you saw Mr. Beckwith at that gas station?
It was approximately 1:03 in the morning, and old Delay was gassing up that Valiant of his.
Lions. You honestly thought you were going to hear something different?
Maybe we'll have better luck with his partner.
Y'all want to spin at me? Then you go right ahead and do it. And that's what I'm going to say.
결국 아무런 소득도 얻지 못했습니다.
I'll call her every Friday and let her know how the case is progressing.
Got flash for you, Bobby. This case ain't progressing.
Think about her keeping this thing alive all this time. Imagine a woman loving a man so much. I told you I'd call you every Friday, and, well, it's Friday, Ms. Evers, so...
Mr. DeLauder, this really isn't necessary.
No, it's important to me you know we're doing what we can.
number of the witnesses have died, which really hurts us since so far we've had no luck in finding the original trial transcript, and I've just spoke with both Holly and Cresswell, and they're sticking by their stories.
Well, Mr. DeLorda, I'm sure as the Assistant District Attorney of Hines County, you're doing everything in your power to see that justice is done.
I'll call you next Friday.
I'll be on pins and needles till then.
그녀는 누구도 쉽게 믿지 못했지만 마음 한구석엔 반가움이 스쳤습니다.
I waited for you to come home. I'm not taking the children with me. I just need to be on my own for a while.
바비를 이해하지 못한 아내는 그렇게 떠나게 되었죠.
It's a beautiful area, Mr. Beckwith.
Oh, it's heaven on earth. Of course, like everywhere else, we do get the occasional stray moving in, but their houses always seem to burn down. Then again, you know how careless cigarettes.
Real beauty, ain't it?
You know, God put the white man here to rule over. Now, it says so in the Bible.
So you think there's a chance that you would ever be indicted again for the murder of Medgar Evers?
Hell, why would I be indicted again? Do you know of any new evidence?
Mr. Beckwith, according to your way of thinking, how could justice be done in the Medgar Evers murder case?
First, you got to find out who killed the nigga.
And then what?
Then you just do whatever the law says that you can do if you're big enough to do it.
He's daring us to get him.
That don't change the fact we still ain't got nothing.
I did not kill him, but he sure is dead. And he ain't coming back.
How come Grandpa Russell would be mad at you?
Grandpa Russell and I didn't always agree on things. Well, you know how sometimes people can just be different.
Like how?
And I can't build anything, but I like to work in the garden. And Grandpa Russell had guns all over his house, and we don't have any guns here.
I have a gun.
Well, yours is a nuclear-powered laser gun. I'm talking about handguns and rifles. Holy shit.
Claire, watch Drew!
Holy shit.
Don't say that. That's a bad word.
바비는 장인어른이 기념품처럼 가지고 있던 총기들이 떠올랐습니다.
Bobby, what are you doing here? Dixie's not here, honey.
Well, I thought you'd enjoy a little visit from your grandkids.
Well, darling, it's my bridge night tonight. Drew, come here.
Well, we can't stay but a minute.
Bobby.
I spent many a happy hour up here arguing the fine points of the law with your husband.
Oh, yes. And if he knew what you were up to with this Evers nonsense, ooh, that man would turn over in his grave.
I said that to myself just this morning.
It's best if you come on back down with me right now. Watch that, Bobby. You be careful with that thing. It could be loaded.
Could you hold on to that for me for a minute, please?
What are you doing?
I just want to check this serial number.
Bobby, I love my grandchildren.
A little bit higher,
It's totally inappropriate for you to come just marching in here and you expect me to just let you... What?
I love you, Caroline.
You're full of shit.
Go check the evidence locker. I just logged it in.
Well, you finally got something to tell Mrs. Evers.
Hey, I'm not going to tell Mrs. Evers. And the way I see it, that something's going to come from Beckwith. Right now, he's sitting on his mountaintop shooting his mouth off to anyone who will listen. No telling what incriminating thing's liable to come out of that old man. But if he knows we have something like this, he'll know we're taking this investigation seriously, and he'll just clam right up.
Bobby, I doubt that Beckwith and Murley ever speak all that often.
Murley Evers does speak to Jerry Mitchell. Jerry Mitchell speaks to the world.
You best stop wasting our taxpayers' money. Enjoy your drive home.
Well, heck, son, what did you expect? I expect people to act like decent, law-abiding citizens. That's what I expect. This is 1990 for crying out loud.
This country may be legally integrated, but emotionally, we will always be segregated.
시간은 흘렀고 라이플은 찾았지만 그 외에 다른 진전은 없는 상태였죠.
Nothing earth-shattering, no. But without the original trial transcript, it's been tough piecing the case together.
Hang up the phone. Would a confession by Mr. Beckwith himself qualify as exciting?
Clandestine.
It was written about 20 years ago about this Klan titan turned FBI informant named Delmar Dennis. He talks about attending a Klan rally in August of 1965. Guess who was a motivational speaker at that particular rally?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Beckwith?
Killing that gave me no more inner discomfort than our wives endure when they give birth to our children.
Sound like a confession to me.
그들은 곧바로 델마 데니스를 찾아갑니다.
Well, you Bobby DeLauder?
Mr. Dennis, I need to ask you if what you say in that book happened. The part about Beckwith's speech at that Klan rally, is that or is that not a fact?
It's a fact. I was shocked when he said it, and I remember thinking how stupid he was shooting off his mouth like that in front of 100 men.
Did you report that incident to the FBI?
Sure I did. But Beckwith was a white man accused of killing a black. The FBI wasn't going to blow my cover on a case they knew they couldn't win.
Mr. Dennis, if I can't build a case, I give you my word that we never had this conversation. But if I can, will you testify?
Byron D. Beckwith is the craziest, most dangerous I ever come across.
He's an old man now.
That old man is probably more dangerous today than he was 30 years ago.
It's still my job to bring the who did it to justice, and it's still your job to help me.
Oh, no. I did my job. I testified against the Klan. They shot out my windows, blew up my car. They hunted and harassed me for 25 years.
We never get even for the wrong we've done.
If I do this thing, you gotta promise me protection.
바비가 사건을 맡은 일로 지역사회의 비난이 거세지고 아이들은 싸움에 휘말렸으며
This whole state's going to hell in a handbasket on that kind of integration, and that's a fact.
심지어 어머니마저 비난에 가세했죠.
Doctor says he'll be tender for a couple days, then he'll be good as new.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. DeLauder, are you the one involved in this Medgar Evers thing?
Yes, I am.
I just want to tell you I think what you're trying to do is very important.
Well, thank you very much. There's a whole lot of people around here who don't like what Daddy's doing right now.
What are you doing, Daddy?
I'm trying to put a bad man in jail.
Mama says what you're doing is wrong. Grandma said Edgar Evers is ruining our life.
He fought so that black people could eat in the same restaurants and swim in the same pools and shop in the same stores and go to the same schools as white people.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. They're going to tease you, try to pick fights. They're only words, and they can't hurt you unless you let them.
Is this about sticks and stones?
That's exactly what this is about.
The ghost's in my room again.
Let's see what we can do.
Daddy, sing.
Maybe Dixie's not the right song. Seeing as this is your special ghost, maybe he'll like your favorite song.
Oh, McDonald?
Yeah. And on that farm he had a ghost, E-I-E-I-O. With a boo-boo here and a boo-boo there, here a boo there, boo everywhere, boo.
바비는 자신을 응원해줬던 의사에게 데이트를 신청하고
But if you could pull this off, I think it'd do the state of Mississippi a whole lot of good.
얼마 후 그녀와 재혼까지 하게 됩니다.
I know you have the gun, and I know you found it in Russell Moore's den. Now, there'll be a story tomorrow about how the DA's office has been lying to the people of Jackson and how Bobby DeLauder's been lying to Mrs. Murley Evers. And I'm just calling to see if you care to comment.
You've explained why you lied to the press. You still have not explained why you lied to me.
Ms. Evers, I told you Jerry Mitchell is a loose cannon, and I thought this case was so delicate I didn't want to take any chances.
이번 일로 멀리는 크게 실망했고
Ed Peters and Bobby DeLauder are just putting on a show for the black community.
바비는 양쪽에서 욕을 먹는 처지가 되었죠.
You know Pat Bennett?
Sure, she's one of the best lawyers in the state.
그리고 검사장은 에버스 사건을 다른 이에게 넘기려고 합니다.
I thought she might be able to give you some help on the case.
I've got it under control, Dad.
Whatever you may think, this is not the Bobby DeLauder case. This is a case against the peace and dignity in Mississippi. Monday morning, I'm making a change.
Ms. Evers, this is Bobby DeLauder. I hope I didn't disturb you.
No.
Ms. Evers, when I started off, I had nothing more than a couple of pages and an old police report. And I've spent the better part of a year bumping up against dead witnesses and tracking down live ones. My car's been vandalized, my son's been in a fight, and I've been called every ugly thing there is by every racist in the state of Mississippi. And now, just when there's a possibility for a new indictment, I've got to fight off all the black politicians as well. Now, I am truly sorry that I lied to you about the gun, but ma'am, I have made a commitment to this case, and I will be goddamned, pardon me, if I give it up now to some special prosecutor. I don't care if he's black, green, orange, or navy blue. I have made a commitment to this case, and now I'm asking you to make a commitment to me. And if you do, I promise you I will ride this thing all the way to the finish line or collapse heading in that direction.
Thank you for your call, Mr. DeLauder.
Ah, the hell with her. She's just like all the rest. Merle Evers does not want my help. To her, I'm just another white man trying to put her in her place. She can't see the difference between me and Byron D. LeBeckwith.
Bobby, you didn't tell her about the gun.
That's right. I did not tell her about the gun. And if I had it to do over again, I still wouldn't have told her about the gun. The decision to keep the discovery of the murder weapon a secret was a good strategy.
Bobby, you told me the reason you didn't tell Ms. Evers about the gun was that you were afraid she would leak the story. You can't very well expect her to trust you if you don't trust her.
외국 사건에서 손을 때려던 그날, 에버스 부인이 바비를 찾아옵니다.
Mr. DeLauder, there are 4 important things in my life. Medgar, Walter, my children, and this. The original court-certified transcript. Through 3 district attorneys. Once I give this up, I know that it may be gone forever.
서로를 믿지 못했던 두 사람은 마침내 한 곳을 바라보게 되고
I don't believe you'll find any more opposition to your continuing to handle this case.
Thank you, ma'am.
재심은 이 순간부터 불이 붙기 시작합니다.
The decision by the District Attorney's Office of Hinds County to reopen the 27-year-old murder case of Byron De La Beckwith continues to cause controversy.
Today, the grand jury handed down an indictment of Byron De La Beckwith in the murder of civil rights leader Medgar Evers.
Extradition in the Beckwith case is seen as a potential stumbling block for the District Attorney's Office.
I plan to fight repossession, extradition, tooth, nail, and claw.
After 18 months, extradition was finally granted in the case of Byron De La Beckwith, the man accused of slaying civil rights leader Medgar Evers.
그리고 반대편의 목소리 또한 거세지고 있었죠.
DeLauder.
You're gonna be sorry, DeLauder. What happened gonna happen to you?
Another one?
The closer we get to trial, the more nut jobs are gonna crawl out of the woodwork.
Have you got a gun? Here, take this. No, wait, take this. No. Take this.
그때 구속됐던 베기드는 곧바로 보석으로 풀려났습니다.
Is that where the money came from to secure Mr. Beckwith's bond?
Let me just say that Mr. Beckwith has a lot of friends here. Do whatever it takes.
Suppose he doesn't show up for the trial. Suppose he leaves the country.
If he runs, we'll find him.
And how long will that take? Another 5 years? Another 10? I've already devoted a lifetime to this. That ought to be enough. I'm sorry, Bobby.
It's all right, Ms. Evers.
We're on record in the matter of the state of Mississippi versus Byron De La Beckwith. Is the prosecution prepared with its opening statement?
We are, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very simple case. It's about a man whose life was snuffed out on June the 12th of 1963 by a bullet that tore through his body. A bullet aimed out of prejudice, propelled by hatred, and fired by a back-shooting coward from ambush at night. The evidence is going to show how, when he thought he'd beaten the system, he bragged about what he'd done. Bragged about getting away with murder.
For what Mr. DeLauder is going to rely on is for you to convict Mr. Beckwith simply because of his opinions. Mr. Beckwith is not guilty. That's what the proof will show.
The state may call its first witness.
The state calls Merle Evers. Could you tell the jury what you remember seeing and hearing when your husband returned home that night?
It was just after midnight when he got home. We heard the call. This horrible blast. Children came out shortly after I did, and they were screaming, "Daddy? Daddy, get up." Daddy, please get up.
Mr. McIntyre, have you ever owned a 1917 Enfield 30-06 rifle?
Sometime, I believe in 1960, I traded it to Mr. Beckwith. 1052682.
On the invoice of the gun that you had purchased and later traded to Mr. Beckwith.
1052682.
Hargrove, were you employed by the Jackson Police Department in June of 1963?
Yes, it was.
Whose fingerprint was on the telescopic side of the gun recovered in your presence on June the 12th of 1963?
Yes, sir, I did. To identify the fingerprint of Mr. Byron D. Beckwith.
The prosecution thus far has presented essentially the same case as was offered up in the two original trials. However, this time there are two significant differences. First, the makeup of the jury. In 1964, Beckwith faced two all-male, all-white juries. Today, he faces a jury made up of 8 blacks and 4 whites.
Delmar Dennis. And in September of that same year, did you become a paid informant for the FBI?
I did. He said killing that gave me no more inner discomfort than our wives endure when they give birth to our children.
Thank you, Mr. Dennis.
Well, I was standing out in the yard, and he said something to me about having been tried twice in Mississippi for killing that. I had a job to do, and I did it.
Thank you, Mr. Brent. Nothing further.
You didn't tell anybody you were renting a house from a man who admitted to you that he'd killed somebody?
I didn't at that time.
Mr. and Mrs. Beckwith had you thrown out of the house you were renting from them because you had a drinking problem. Isn't that true?
That's not why they threw me out of the house.
You don't particularly like Mr. Beckwith for throwing you out, do you?
수많은 증거와 증인들은 다시 한번 빼기드의 유죄를 증명하고 있었지만
Your estranged husband, Lloyd Morgan, was very abusive to you. Is that correct?
Objection irrelevant.
상대는 메신저를 공격하며 끝까지 무죄를 주장했습니다.
Well, if this here jury wants to believe a lying drunk, a paid informant, and a damn loony bird, then I reckon I might be in a bit of trouble, but not as much trouble as our beloved justice system. And you know, this Prince fella still owes me $64 worth of rent.
Mr. Beckwith, how do you account for the matching serial numbers on the gun?
My rifle was stolen out of my house several days before this. Turn those lights off, guys.
Mom, how can you stand watching this idiot?
When your father died, I carried around such hatred for that man, I actually made inquiries into having him killed. But in time, I was able to let that hatred go. Well, I remembered something your father once said to me. He said, when you hate, the only person who suffers is you. Because most of the people you hate don't know it, and the others don't care.
Mr. DeLauder, something happened to you in your boyhood make you mean-spirited enough to turn on your own?
Mr. Beckwith, this is not some deer you brought down. This is a human being.
A deer, Mr. DeLauder, is a beautiful animal. In a couple more days, I'll be heading back to my home in Signal Mountain, Tennessee, where I will sit on my porch and live out my days in peace and prosperity. What are you going to do?
The defense calls James Holly. Mr. Holly, did you have any sort of personal relationship with the defendant?
No, sir, none whatsoever. I just kind of knew who he was.
Mr. Holly, in the early morning of June 12, 1963, did you have occasion to see Mr. Byron D. Beckwith?
Yes, sir. He was standing outside at a shell station at approximately 1:03 in the morning.
About how many miles is it from Greenwood to Jackson, would you say?
Oh, must be around 90, 95 miles.
So you're saying you saw the defendant less than an hour after the murder, calmly standing by his car some 95 miles away from the scene of the crime?
Yes, sir.
On the night you say you saw Byron D. Beckwith in Greenwood, Delay, as you call him, I believe. Is that right?
Delay Beckwith, yes, sir.
And we just noted Delay's car and Delay and the attendant were at the station. Isn't that exactly what you told me and my investigators when we came up to Greenwood to ask you what you were doing that night? Your buddy.
My friend.
And how long has he been your friend?
Just shortly after World War II.
So when you said that you had no personal relationship with him, that wasn't entirely true. Did you ever speak to Detective Sanders, one of the investigators in charge of this case? Then you told him you saw Byron D. Beckwith in Greenwood gassing up his car the night of the killing. Is that right?
I did not.
Isn't it a fact that the only person you spoke to about this case was Hardy Lott, Mr. Beckwith's defense attorney?
Well, when he called me...
And how long was the defendant in jail by then? A couple of weeks?
I don't remember exactly.
It was over 8 months. You let your buddy sit in jail all that time and never once told a single person you've got the wrong guy. Is that what you're asking this jury to believe?
Yes, sir.
Is the defense prepared to call its next witness?
Your Honor, the defense rests.
변호인 측은 마지막까지 매기들을 증인으로 세우지 않았죠.
Coward to the end.
Evidence has been lost. They don't have the live ammunition that was found in the gun. Does this create reasonable doubt? But the defense has presented you with an eyewitness. By law, you must render a not guilty verdict.
His gun, his scope, his fingerprint, his car, and lastly, but certainly not least, his mouth. No man is above the law. And for what reason was Medgar Evers' life taken? For wanting some degree of equality for himself, his family, and his fellow man. Ladies and gentlemen, when that kind of murder happens, there is a gaping wound laid open on society as a whole. Is it ever too late to do the right thing for the sake of justice and for the hope of us as a civilized society? I sincerely pray that it is not.
Hey, Judge Hillman, you don't have a lot of patience. That jury ain't back with a verdict in a few hours. You'll declare mistrial.
Well, I'm not sure I got that. Would you mind repeating that, please? You didn't say mistrial, did you? Snoot you. I'm going to snoot you.
All rise.
When the verdict is read, there will be no demonstrations or emotional outbursts of any type. Mr. Foreman, has the jury reached a verdict?
It has, Your Honor.
The jury foreman will now read the verdict.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Byron Dealer Beckwith, guilty as charged.
It's been a long journey. Medgar, I've gone the last mile of the way. And all I want to say is, yay, Medgar!